In this video, I'll be taking a quick look at journal entries. Journal entries are sometimes something you can do in bookkeeping. And I'll demonstrate this in QuickBooks. And as you can see here, one way to do it is go to your company dropdown, make journal entry. Under accountant, make journal entries. For whatever reason, I've always done company. This may be the way I was trained. Make journal entry. I'll click this once, and it's telling me that it will automatically assign numbers. I'll get into that in a moment. I'm aware of this. So you get this box, make journal entry. I'll make this bigger. And often when you're doing bookkeeping, you can enter a bill and then pay it with a check later. Or you can just write a check. Depends on your situation and what you need. You can make invoices and charge customers. But sometimes a journal entry is easier. And you have to be very, very careful. Because in journal entries, it's going to make you balance it out. But you better know where your credits and debits are going and that it is to the correct account. In another video, Understanding Credits and Debits, I showed a chart. You can reference that video as well. Understanding Credits and Debits. And the debit is on the left, the credit is on the right. For example, if someone on a business uses a check card, and instead of just writing a check or using a credit card, and you want to record that in your bank account in your business, here's a drop down, and depending on your situation, you can have as many debits and credits, but it has to balance. A simple way would be, if you use your check card, you can use your checking account, because that's where the money's going to come out of. You choose the date it happened, that's what I like to do anyway, and you would do that here. I'll leave it there. This is the first journal entry in this kind of generic blank company I've created. I'm not going to leave it at 1. You can do it your own way. I like to do that for check card, or you can just leave it simply as 1. Now, this example I'll make up is someone used a check card and they spent $20 for fuel. Well, $20 is going to come out of your account. So, $20, and there's no fuel yet. So I'm going to add a new account. It's going to be expense. Continue. I'm making a new account, and I do have a video up with a chart of accounts that does a basic explanation. I have different reasons for numbering things my way. You can number it how you want. This is an expense for fuel. So it's a 60 or 6,000 or 60,000. Basically, it starts with a 6. I'll simply call it fuel. Save and close. Now I've got an expense account for fuel. I want to debit fuel, $20. Now, on a receipt, as someone who handles bookkeeping, I like to keep receipts. I would write whatever entry number automatically generates up here on that receipt. That connects this journal entry in your books with your receipt, and file your receipt accordingly. Now, in here, I can do a memo. Check card. And I'd probably do something like this. I won't use a specific name. We'll say I went to a particular gas station. I would be very specific, but for this purpose, I'll put gas station. And I don't need an explanation for fuel. And again, this journal entry via this number, which everyone generates, I would write on the receipt, and that would connect the two. I would know that's a journal entry number, and here we go. And on my video of credits and debits, you can see by me crediting the asset that is a checking account, it shows up as bank in the chart of accounts, but it is an asset. By me crediting this, it's going to bring the balance down, which it should. I use a check card and I spent $20. The debit is $20. And it was specifically fuel, and I want to call it what the expense was. So there's fuel. This could be a completed journal entry. Both totals match. Now, if I wanted to, sometimes, and it depends how you do this, you can add different expenses here. For example, I'm going to make a new account, add new, expense, continue. I numbered it. I'm going to call it automotive. Very simple. Oh, it's already taken. So I'll change it a little. I already had one created. What do you know? So sorry for the delay there. Automobile expense. The reason I'm doing this is, for example, you may have only spent $10 on fuel, and maybe you paid at the pump or you paid inside the gas station. And these numbers are not exact, but for the sake of showing you the journal entry, say you spent $10 on fuel and exactly $10 on a car wash for the company car. $10. Now it's a match. Whatever the credit is, you spend $20, you just have to account for it and balance it out. I mean, it may have been 27.83, and the car wash may have been 6.40. Okay, what you saw me just do was, for example, you may have paid at the pump and spent $27.83. After tax, your car wash, which you can even put in a memo here. I'm just trying to show an example where you can specifically account for your expenses, but just have one credit, but you can have multiple debits. It could be the other way around. There'll be scenarios in the future. $27.83. These are just random numbers that don't make any sense, but or they're just, you know, made up. But whatever it is you credit that's coming out of your bank account, it may have all been fuel, or an example is a car wash. Whatever the fuel total is, and the car wash total, I put it under automotive expense. And as you saw earlier, you can do math right in these cells. 10 minus 5, and I'll hit the tab button. See? And it added it. I would need an account there, and this is not balanced. It would not work. But I wanted to show you how you can do math right in the cells. But anyway, this is a journal entry. It can come up in specific situations where this is easier. And it's also a good way to understand credits and debits. When you get used to doing it this way, you get that understanding. Enter in a bill, which we'll do later, write in a check. It, in a sense, does it for you. I mean, you have to know how to enter it, but this is a good way to learn and not to make a mistake. You want to credit and debit the right stuff. So subscribe. I'll keep trying to put up videos. Hopefully, I'm not just demonstrating, I'm trying to explain. And there can be a lot of explaining in bookkeeping. So thank you for watching.